welcome back to my channel. Today we're turning into Locke, the first little ghoul in the Henchman Trio from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is my own take on the character. I decided to go for a more cutesy evil look with a killer smile. Starting off barefaced, taking a deep breath, and onto applying foundation that I am clearly running out of. But you know, we make it work. I'm using a very pale foundation and a white concealer on top. You can use white body paint or white cream paint, but this is what I chose to use. Don't forget your neck. And setting it all with some loose powder. Onto the brows, I drew them on with body paint and I went for a more angry arched brow shape because Locke is a little devil and I thought that it would fit the character best. Take your time with brows like these. They are simple but easy to mess up. Sketch out the shape, then fill them in more as you go along. If you do mess up though, don't worry about it because we're going to clean them with concealer anyways. Quickly doing the other brow. And clearly enjoying the new brow shape I got going on. Cleaning up the brows a little bit. Onto eyes, I'm priming with a white creamy eyeliner pencil. You can use whatever primer you like. And just tapping it all in with a clean finger. I'm first packing on a red shadow in the inner crease, then packing on a white shadow on the center of my lid. And what? I'm sorry, what is going on with my other eye? Why is it blinking so much? Anyways, I'm going back and forth between packing and blending out the red eyeshadow, extending it to my outer crease. Applying that same primer I used earlier now on my lower lash line. Packing on purple eyeshadow on top, leaving some room closest to the waterline for the white shadow. Bringing the purple shadow all the way into the inner corner and then extending the purple eyeshadow to the outer lid and crease, and again packing and blending as I go. Adding a dark reddish purple shadow to the inner corner, as well as a darker purple mixed with black on my lower lash line, outer and inner crease, just to add more depth. Bringing my other eye up to speed off camera, here's where I start to get a bit more creative. With red and purple body paint, I like to draw somewhat messy lines over top of the shadow just applied. I feel it gives more of a Tim Burton-y look to the character. For this, use a heavier hand when deepening the crease, lower lash line, and drawing on dark circles, but progressively using a lighter hand when extending those lines outward. Avoid applying these lines to the center of the lid as well as below your waterline. Use a light hand, water down paint, and a back and forth motion to help ensure that you don't have any harsh lines where the eyeshadow is more diffused. Then going back over the crease, inner corner, and lower lash line with the eyeshadow used before to deepen it up. Applying yellow shadow to the center of the lid, waterline just below the waterline. Doing this to make the eyes appear a bit bigger since I will be putting in yellow contacts later on. I thought Locke's eyes were white for some reason, which is why I applied white shadow in the beginning, but they are not. With white body paint, I'm now adding some messy lines over top of everything to help break up and highlight some areas, also using my finger to tap out the lines that are too opaque. Applying a bluish greenish blush to my face and neck to give more color instead of having a stark white base. I know you can't really see it, but it's there, trust me. And diffusing the color a bit with a beauty sponge that has white concealer on it. Applying some white shadow over top of that. Oh, there's the color. And just repeating the same process of applying the bluish blush, diffusing it and lightening it with a white eyeshadow until it looks right. Applying a pinkish purple shadow on the very tops of my cheekbones and blending it into my eyeshadow. As well as blending it into my hairline. Now contouring my nose using a brown shadow. And again diffusing it with a beauty sponge. Now creating two lines with a dark brown shadow at the tip of my nose to make it appear more pointed. Then adding some red shadow to the sides of my nose, basically making it look like you've been blowing your nose non-stop for like a week, you know? Do a little dance. Now onto the mouth. I'm starting by sketching out the shape, beginning at my smile lines and stopping around the top of my cheekbones. Then extending it down to my chin, kinda like a Joker smile. Sketching out my top lip as well. Continuing on, I'm filling in the lips with a light blue body paint and creating a little curl at both corners of the mouth for a more whimsical feel. Now roughly sketching out the teeth with white body paint and filling them in as I go. I'm adding a mixture of bigger teeth and smaller teeth in between, just to give more of a variety. Don't worry about the shape too much since we will be cleaning them up and redefining them later on. Tried fixing the front teeth but ended up making them worse. It's okay though, like I said, we're gonna fix it. Filling in the rest of the mouth with black body paint. And cleaning up the teeth in the process. Now just shading in between the teeth and the lips of the whole mouth with a dark brown shadow and extending it onto the teeth. And then darkening it with a black shadow to give more depth. I didn't end up liking the shapes of the teeth, so I ended up going in with the white liner and quickly rounding off the tops of each tooth. And adding a few new ones along the way. Adding back some more shading since we lost some of that. And now outlining my lips with a black border. Touching up the blue bit. And then adding some white highlights on top of the lips. Now adding some more shading beside the mouth near my chin, shading outwards towards my jaw. Also reinforcing the smile line folds created earlier and blending towards my eyes. Adding a touch more red to my nose, and adding 2 white highlights under the smile line shadows and blending them out. Putting on some highlighter. Pop on some lashes, yellow contacts, some devil horns, and you're done. This is the finished look. It was a longer one, but I'm super happy with how it came out. If you enjoyed and you love The Nightmare Before Christmas, make sure to hit that like button and comment down below who your favorite henchman is, or who do you think mine is. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming spooky looks. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys! I can't get over it. This is so dang cute. I woke up at 7 a.m. It is now 2 p.m. And I look like this. And I don't